Here is everything I did to improve my mental health. Nowadays, happiness is not a rarity at all for me. If you look at all the statistics, I think 1 in 4 people have depression. If you took one of those people and put them in my body, they'd be like, yo, this feels really good. This is this is better than the drugs I take. Like the happiness they'll feel is it's nothing like they've felt. And I'm confident that I can get you to do the same. Like happiness, give me anything small, even painful things actually feel good. With these habits, I've made everything in my life feel way better, even the bad things. Like if I got a bad grade in school, for example, I wouldn't feel disappointed by it. I might actually feel some appreciation. Or if I stub my toe on something, it wouldn't it would hurt, but I would feel good about it for some reason. And it's because of these habits that I'm going to tell you that will improve your overall life satisfaction. You can be sat in a room looking around and be smiling and happy. There's nothing causing you to be happy. You're just happy. And that's the feeling that I get. The first habit that I did, which I think is the most powerful for mental health and happiness, is gratitude journaling. What is gratitude journaling? You get a piece of paper and you write down a list of things that you're grateful for. How I personally write it is I write gratitude journal and I put the date beside it. Right now it's June 30, 2025. I put 1. I'm grateful for this thing that happened. 2. I'm grateful for this other thing that happened. 3. I'm grateful that that happened. You get the point. You make it a list of things. You put number 1, number 2, number 3. And your starting sentence is, I'm grateful for, or I'm grateful that. Gratitude is a synonym for appreciation, which is the single most important quality you need for happiness. It's like for example, it's your birthday and someone gives you a gift and you say, oh, thank you to them. That's gratitude right there. Gratitude is expressing happiness for the positive things in your life. So many people are complainers. You need to stop being a complainer and start being an appreciator. And how you do that? You gratitude journal. You say, I'm grateful for my watch. I'm grateful for my mic. I'm grateful that people even watch this video. I'm grateful for the house that I'm in because I'm not homeless, at least. I live in a very cold area. So if you live outside, you might get frostbite. And in a house, I'm protected. I'm grateful that my health is just top notch because I feel just so happy and capable all the time. When you gratitude journal, make sure that you write about the very small random things, even the things that feel absurd. So, for example, I'm grateful for the doorknob on my door because it keeps my door closed. It seems so absurd and ridiculous when you do it. But just force yourself to do it anyways. You might be thinking to yourself as you do this gratitude practice, nah, it doesn't work at all. Nah, it doesn't work. It does. I promise. I guarantee it. If you do this for the next 2 weeks, you will feel a difference. So get a notebook and write the gratitude journal, June 30, and then 1, I'm grateful for this thing. I'm grateful that this thing because, etc. That's the first habit, my favorite one actually. And my second habit is meditation. Meditation is you kind of expected it, not gonna lie. You watched this video and you kind of expected in your mind, yeah, he's gonna talk about meditation and mindfulness and presence, all this. So you know it's good for you. Meditation is when your mind is on the present moment, meaning you're not mind wandering. So, for example, you could be watching a YouTube video like this, and at the same time be thinking about that thing that happened earlier today, or you might be worrying about some bad thing that might happen in the future. That's an example of mind wandering. You're not present. An example of a person who is present is you're watching this YouTube video and you're thinking about this YouTube video. Your mind isn't going to, oh, that was a really good meal I had yesterday. Oh, remember that time in elementary school? There, oh, this exam is coming up. Oh, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about what's happening right now. Being present is you're experiencing the moment that's happening right now, which is this YouTube video. And how you train this skill of mindfulness or presence is through meditation. How do you meditate? You meditate by choosing a sensation on your body, and then you continually refocus on that sensation every time your mind wanders to something different. Usually, the practice is you choose the sensations of the breath, you focus on your breath, and you refocus on that every single time you mind wander. So, the sensation of the breath, I would close my eyes. What I personally do, I close my eyes and I breathe in through my nose in and out, and I feel the sensation. I can feel the nose hairs in my nose moving as I breathe in. I can feel the air at the back of my throat as it's moving into the lungs. I can feel my lungs expanding and how it kind of hurts and it feels tight. I can feel the sensation of the clothes on my skin as my stomach bulges when I breathe. I can hear the sound of my breathing, inhaling and exhaling. That's how you meditate. You experience the breath, you feel the sensations of it. And as you close your eyes, you just keep feeling everything. You keep hearing your breath. You just keep your mind on the breath. Now, here's what's going to happen. As you breathe and you're present, you'll be thinking, remember that time in middle school? Oh, that was really good. I like that a lot. And then as you're thinking about that, you're like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be meditating right now. I'm supposed to be experiencing the breath. Okay, stop thinking about that. Refocus. And then after you say refocus to yourself, you breathe in and out and you experience the sensation of the clothes again on your skin, your lungs expanding, and how the sound of your breath is as you breathe in and breathe out. And then you're present again. However, you mind wander and you're like, oh, this exam that's coming up, oh, I'm stressed about it. What if I don't get a good grade? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be meditating right now. You can think about this later. Stop thinking about it. Refocus. And you refocus back on the sensation of the breath, your nose hairs moving, the air in the back of your throat moving, the sound of your breath, etc. You just experience your breath again. And you just keep your mind experiencing the breath, the sensation of the breath. And every time you mind wander, you say refocus to yourself and you refocus back onto the breath. A lot of people, they say meditation doesn't work. It does. I promise you, it does. The reason they say that is because they believe that the goal of meditation is to blank your mind, clear it of thoughts. But that's not actually the purpose of meditation. That's not what you're trying to accomplish in a meditation session. They're like, oh, I couldn't blank my mind. I couldn't clear my mind. I couldn't undo 5 years of scrolling on TikTok. Oh, it's like a fat guy going to the gym and hitting a hard workout for one day, and he's like, oh, I'm still fat. Well, I guess the gym doesn't work then. Of course, of course you're still fat. You need to go to the gym for a long time. You've been eating a terrible diet for 5 years. You're not going to undo 5 years of terrible diet choice in 1 minute of meditation. It doesn't work that way. 1 minute of the gym or one day of the gym. Same as how you can't undo years of trauma and years of you destroying your attention span with TikTok and everything. You can't undo all of that in just a few sessions of meditation. It takes more than a week, 2 weeks, even 3 months. It took me, I think, about 3 months for me to fully experience the benefits of meditation. Gratitude journaling, though, took me 2 weeks to feel the benefits. But meditation took me 3 months of the full benefits to appear. So be patient. Just trust that you will get benefits in the future, and your future self will thank you. Just like how I thanked my younger self 8 months ago. Yeah, the goal of meditation isn't to blank your mind, to stop thinking. The goal of meditation is to get distracted, to mind wander, and then refocus. And you repeat that cycle of distracted, refocus multiple times per minute. The goal of meditation isn't to stay focused, it is to refocus hundreds, thousands of times over and over again. That's the second habit, meditation. The third habit is a cold shower. Cold showers work really well. Like, it hurts to be in a cold shower. This is the red bar, and this is the blue bar in my cold shower. I put my handle all the way to the blue. Like, the handle is touching the blue bar. And when the cold water hits me, it hurts. I'm like shivering like this. I do a cold shower as soon as I wake up every single morning. I wake up 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then as soon as I wake up, I just hit the cold shower. It hurts to be in a cold shower, but it's worth it. Here is what you feel when you do in a cold shower. When you're in a cold shower for like even 30 minutes, you'll be like, oh, you'll be like, I hate this. Get out. But if you force yourself to stay in for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, you'll actually start laughing for some reason. You'll be smiling and laughing, and you're like, yo, this hurts. I love it. It's like eating pepper and your mouth is on fire. You hate the feeling, and at the same time, you actually love it. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts your mouth, but it feels good. When you take a cold shower and all the pain is going down on you, it hurts, but it feels good. You'll be laughing and smiling. I think some people even cry in the shower because it just feels so good. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Take a cold shower every morning as soon as you wake up. It's not that hard. Don't grab your phone when you wake up. Grab your towel, take off your clothes, and go into the shower. Put it to the very coldest. You don't have to stay there for like 15 minutes. You can stay there for just 60 seconds. That's what I would recommend for you. You can just count it in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just be counting out loud in the shower. Cold shower. The fourth is exercise, specifically running, and specifically nose breathing as you run. Every single day, I wake up after my cold shower, I go outside and I do a quick run for 10 minutes, let's say. And as I run, I breathe in through my nose. I do nose breathing. And by nose breathing, I don't mean, I mean fully nose breathing, where like you're not inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. You're inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Just trust me, when you nose breathe, you will feel so much better. When you nose breathe whilst running, and I run fast by the way, when you run fast and you nose breathe, it feels genuinely like you're suffocating, especially if you have a stuffy nose. It feels like you can't breathe. And every instinct in your body will tell you, stop nose breathing, start mouth breathing. Come on, come on, you're gonna die. Trust me, you're not going to die. You're just overreacting. And just nose breathe. After I think 3 weeks of running whilst nose breathing, you'll just get used to it. Just run 5 minutes every morning after your cold shower whilst nose breathing. Every single time I run whilst nose breathing and I stop, I'm I'm just there and I'm smiling. I look around at the sunlight and the birds chirping and I'm like, what a great day it is today. Running every day makes me feel, it makes me say to myself, wow, today is actually a good day. And that is the exact opposite of what a depressed person says. He says, oh, today is a terrible day. You can be the opposite of a depressed person's thinking by thinking, oh, yeah, today is a good day. And that happens whenever you take a cold shower and when you run whilst nose breathing and when you meditate, and especially when you gratitude journal. And then the fifth habit that I did to increase my mental health was 24/7 meditation and zero stimulation periods. So, what does that mean? 24/7 meditation is basically the exact same as regular meditation. However, you meditate not just for 5 minutes. Let's say you sit down, you close your eyes, and you focus on experiencing the sensation of your breath and refocusing. That is formal meditation. You do informal meditation where you meditate for as long as you are awake. What do I mean by this? Let's say you're cooking, for example, and as you're cooking, you're thinking to yourself, hmm, remember that one time 2 months ago? Yeah, that was really good. And you're like, you're making eggs. And then when you notice that you're mind wandering, you're not present, you say, all right, refocus. And this is where you actually blank your mind. This is not, this is kind of the same as meditation, regular meditation, where the goal isn't actually to blank your mind, but to refocus. 24/7 meditation is kind of the same thing. You just refocus over and over again. The goal is not really to blank your mind, but I personally focus on trying to, it's a fly. I personally focus on trying to have no thoughts and just experience the present moment in its fullest. So as I cook an egg, I just listen to the sizzling of the egg, maybe the background noise as people are shuffling behind me, and I look at all the bubbles, and everything is, I see the yellow egg, I see the time on the clock, I see everything in the stove, and I can smell the egg. I engage all my senses and I refocus continually, repeatedly on the sensations. I experience the present moment fully. So that's the first part of habit number 5, 24/7 meditation, where you're meditating every single moment of the day. This is for more advanced people. This is like it's very peaceful when you do 24/7 meditation. And then the second part of habit number 5 is to do zero stimulation periods. By zero stimulation period, what I mean is you sit down, you put your phone in another room, and you literally stare at the wall for 30 minutes to an hour. Now you might be thinking, how does this help you heal your mind? Just blindly trust me, it does. Whenever you do a zero stimulation period, always make sure to invoke meditation into it. So as you are sat there and you're bored, you're trying to entertain yourself with your own thoughts. Okay, remember that one time, or you're trying to daydream of something cool, or maybe you're just thinking to yourself, uh, you know, it wouldn't be too bad if I get my phone right now. I mean, this whole zero stimulation period doesn't even work anyways. As soon as you mind wander and think thoughts that are not of the present, refocus during these zero stimulation periods. You're basically meditating with your eyes open. Focus on the silence you hear around you. Focus on the buzzing or the ringing in your ears if you have tinnitus like I do. Feel the clothes on your skin. Feel your breath. Feel the sensation of your legs and butt on the chair that you're sitting on. Your feet. Fully focus on the wall that you're looking at or whatever object you're looking at. Smell the scent in your room. Just engage every single one of your senses and experience all of them. And continue to experience the present moment for as long as 30 minutes to an hour. And every time you mind wander outside of the present moment, stop thinking of the thoughts that are in your mind and focus back onto the present, which is you staring at this wall. Another form of zero stimulation period is also going for a run outside or for a walk without your phone. By zero stimulation break, I mean you just don't take anything from your phone, or you don't have your phone with you. You're not having any stimulation to your brain, and you're just meditating. You're doing 24/7 meditation, but on a zero stimulation break or period. And I found every time I have a zero stimulation period, it feels like there's this sense of overwhelm. It's released from me. You don't realize this right now because you don't meditate, but you feel this low level stress and anxiety and discomfort in you 24/7. You don't even realize it, but you feel stress literally every second of your waking day. When you are in a zero stimulation period and you do 24/7 meditation, these two go hand in hand. You just feel this low level stress that goes under the radar just disappear. You feel such a low, like you feel some relief. Like you can, it's like taking off a heavy backpack and your traps are sore, but it feels good being light again. That's exactly how it feels like when you do 24/7 meditation and zero stimulation periods. It feels like you're taking off this mental weight off your chest, and you feel so much lighter. You feel just so serene, so untroubled by anything. You don't have to worry about anything in the past or dwell on the things that you regret in the past. You can be happy and at peace right now in the present. These are the 5 habits that I did to increase my mental health and make happiness my default emotional state. Gratitude journaling, meditation, cold shower, exercise, specifically running with nose breathing, and 24/7 meditation plus 0 stimulation periods. These 5 things are what led me to have such a profound sense of satisfaction in life, happiness in life, peace, serenity. I feel like I'm in control of my life. It doesn't feel like I'm overwhelmed and I don't have control. I do. I feel like good things happen to me every single day. And that is actually real. Good things happen to you every single day. But because you're stuck in this traumatic, unappreciative state of mind, you don't derive enjoyment from your own life. All these 5 habits that I personally did, they will reverse this complainer mindset and turn you into an appreciator, a person who is at peace, happy, satisfied with life, just every happy, positive emotion you can think of, you will have it. And how do I know you'll have it? Because I do. See you.